Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then just welcome, and I truly hope that you will stick around and will enjoy what you are seeing here. Today I'm out with another summery crochet tutorial, and this time I'm going to teach you the easiest top in the world that's out there. So if you're a beginner and just starting your crochet journey now, then this is going to be a perfect project for you. Or if you already know how to crochet and are just looking to have your hands busy with something super easy and super simple, then welcome, this is also a project for you. So basically today I will teach you this super beautiful summery top, and by the end of this tutorial you will basically discover that by crocheting a simple rectangle actually is all you need for creating super nice and beautiful tops. So as always, I will be explaining everything in as much detail as I can, but if you have any questions then just feel free to reach out in the comment section below and I will try to help you from there. But now without further ado, let's jump into it. Here are the materials that I will be using. Here I have some 4-ply cotton yarn in orange, and here are some more specs just in case if you're wondering about this specific brand that I will be using. And of course you will also need a crochet hook. For this project I will be using 3.5mm hook, and we will also need scissors at the end. But now let's get started. And so here I'm grabbing my yarn, and our first step is to do a slip knot, and for that I hold my yarn like this, then I twist it to create a cross, and then through this loop I grab yarn and pull it through to create a knot and a bigger loop basically. And then I'm just grabbing my crochet hook, putting on this loop and adjusting the size of it so it actually fits my hook like this. And then after that we can proceed further with doing some chains, and to do a chain you just have to yarn over and go through the loop that you have on your hook like this. So basically we just have to continue doing chains to establish the base or width of this top, and then keep on adding as many chains as it's needed until they can wrap around your waist while still leaving some space, which is approximately 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And in my case here I have done 105 chains in total. So now that this is done, we can proceed further with working on the first row. And to get started, we will actually have to skip the last 3 chains that we did. So 1, 2, and 3. And then starting from this 4th one, this is where we are going to place in our first stitch. And throughout this project, we will be doing double crochet stitches. So to do a double crochet, you have to yarn over, then go through this chain, then grabbing yarn and pulling it through to have 3 loops on our hook, and then yarning over and pulling through the first 2 like this, yarning over again and pulling through the remaining 2 like that. So with that we have done 1 double crochet, and also these 3 chains that we skipped in the beginning, those are also going to count as 1 double crochet stitch, so just keep that in mind. And now that this is done, we are just proceeding further with adding 1 double crochet stitch inside every single chain that we have here. And here I have done few stitches already, so just keep on doing this until every single chain is filled. And now here the first row is completed, and this is how it looks. So now we can proceed further with the second row. And to get started, we first just have to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3 like this. And then we can turn our work. And as always, chain of 3 is going to count as 1 double crochet. And because it counts as a stitch, we basically also have to skip this very first stitch that we have here, because technically we already have a stitch on top of that space. And then starting from the next one, we are again adding in double crochets, and in this case instead of doing them inside chains we are doing them in stitches from the previous row. So here I have already done a couple double crochet stitches, and this is how it looks. And then we are just moving further and adding 1 inside every single stitch that we have here until we have reached the end of this row. And here I have reached the end of the second row, and here at the end we also just have to keep in mind that we have to place a stitch here on top of this 3rd chain from the very beginning. So I'm going through there and also adding 1 double crochet in there like this. So now also the second row is finalized, and now the process is basically the same. We will just have to keep on repeating this second row for as many times as it's needed until we have built the length for this top that we are going for. So you can either make it as a crop or full length top. And here I am done with creating all the rows to establish a rectangle, and in total I ended up doing 35 rows. So now here that I have finalized my last row, we can also fasten fasten off, and for that I'm just chaining one and making this loop a little bit longer, and then grabbing my scissors and cutting off yarn, and then as it's cut off we can just tighten in a secure knot like this. And this is how this rectangle looks on me once I try it on or measure against my body. So now that this is done, we can proceed further with creating and adding in straps, and we will have to do that inside each corner of this rectangle. And for each strap we will have to measure 6 pieces of yarn, where each piece is double the length of the longest part of the rectangle. So proceed further with measuring all the yarn that is needed for creating each strap. So now that we have this yarn for the straps prepared, we can proceed further with actually attaching them and creating a strap. And for that we will basically be attaching them here in 3 points in the corner, and in each point we will be looping through 2 pieces of yarn. So we have 2, 2 and 2, and then once that's done we will be just creating a braid in there. So here I have already divided my 6 pieces of yarn into 3, so 2 in each, and then I'm going through the corner point here, so kind of like in the middle, and in there I'm just looping through 2 pieces of yarn, and I'm just also making sure that end points are in an equal position, and then just straightening it out, and then also doing the same with the remaining pieces, loop them through this point, so kind of like top point of the double crochet stitch that is here. So I'm going through there, and then again looping through this yarn that I have, and also doing the same thing by measuring the ends of it. And then also the same process with the final pieces of yarn. So I'm kind of just going behind this double crochet that I have there because it feels like a sturdier place, and then again looping it through the same way. And now that this is done, we can just proceed further by creating a braid. And then once you have reached the end of this braid, we are just tying a knot to make sure that it's secure. And then just repeat the same process for adding all the remaining straps. And in the corners where you might have some loose end, probably the first and last row, you can actually hide this loose end by braiding it inside the braid. And then once all straps are finalized, you can even them out by cutting them in an equal length. And here our top is finalized, so basically to wear it, I just have to tie 2 of the straps around my neck and then the remaining 2 around my waist. And this is how it looks on me once I'm wearing it. As you can see, it's super simple and beginner friendly. The pattern is really easy to follow, and the final result turns out really cute. And besides that, you can actually also wear it in multiple different ways. And that is basically it from me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this tutorial is going to be useful for you in case you're planning to recreate this top. And feel free to also experiment with different stitches. This was the most basic option you can do, but you're more than welcome to mix and match different patterns, even try out doing filet crochet, mix and match different yarn colors or material types. So basically the world is your oyster, and you could even add in some beads. So the ideas are endless, so don't hesitate to do that. But otherwise, if you did enjoy this video, then please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe. And if you would like to support my work even further, then please consider joining the memberships program here on my YouTube. It would mean the world to me, and I would truly appreciate it. But otherwise, I will see you later. Bye!